are we doing, guys? We are going to get into some Elden Ring today. I think that I was kind of inspired to make this video, especially because I think I have a lot of things sorry, excuse me. I've talked a lot about this game, any of the Soulsborne series in general, or any sort of game like that, but I don't have a whole lot of people like this. So I think this is really going to be like a tutorial, or really just a start guide. But I am going to do something a little odd, or I say odd, something that maybe a beginner may not do, something I've been wanting to do for a while. Go with an astrologer. We're going to be a mage, but still, I'll try and do a pretty thorough guide on basic stuff, or at least try and walk you guys through it. Okay, let's see here. I always get stuck on this part. I'm always trying to think of something not modern to name my characters, but I never think of anything. I say that. I always think of something, it just takes me a while. We're gonna do some. Excuse that. I realized my caps lock was on. Alright. There. What a handsome young lady. Let's see here. Keepsake. Now on this one here, if you guys have any sort of preference, you want a little bit more HP, this is a percentage. So I mean, you're not going to see with 9 vigor, you're not going to see much of a difference there. I mean, if you buff your vigor all the way up, you may have a couple 300 difference points, or a difference of HP points. But starting out, just to have it right off the bat, I like to go with the golden seed, so that way I can add a extra flask to what I'm carrying already. I'm gonna do anything about it. What a handsome young lady. We're gonna keep that look right there, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Intro time.
The fallen leaves tell a story. The great Elden Ring was shattered.
I always love this kind of storytelling within games.
In our home, across the fog, the lands between. Now, Queen Marika the Eternal is nowhere to be found. And in the night of the Black Knives, Godwyn the Golden was first to perish. Soon, Marika's offspring, demigods all, claimed the shards of the Elden Ring. The mad taint of their newfound strength triggered the shattering. A war from which no lord arose. A war leading to abandonment by the greater will. Oh, rise now, ye tarnished, ye dead who yet live. The call of long-lost grace speaks to us all. Horalu, chieftain of the Badlands, the ever-brilliant Gold Mask, Fear, the deathbed companion, the loathsome dung-eater, and Sir Gideon Othmere, the all-knowing. And one other, whom grace would again bless. A tarnished of no renown. Cross the fog to the lands between. To stand before the Elden Ring and become the Elden Lord.
Yeah, guys, like I said, the storytelling on that, I forgot that I was streaming for a second. That's how in depth I was into it. Anyway, let's start playing video games. Okay. So now, there's not a whole lot to get from this first area. Of course, you can pick this up here. I'm playing in a modded version of the game right now, so that doesn't apply to me. The only thing you guys won't really see me doing is playing online, and that's the only thing that this is all about, is seeing this stuff on here. But, if you want to write messages to others, leave some funny things in there, you definitely can do that. Okay, now your camera controls, of course, just your right stick. Moving is left stick. Your basic attack is your right bumper. Strong attack is right trigger. And you can block, of course, with your left bumper. Parry, if it has the skill equipped, as you can see just above those 4 little slots there, you see the parry. If it didn't have a skill, it would use this one instead. But we have the parry skill. Again, nothing really here. Just that one tarnished wizened finger. And of course this is so curious if you can actually parry this guy. Not very good though. Kind of scaring me. I will say you aren't designed to win this. It's not exactly a place to do that. Oops. There we go. That's it. Okay. It's alright though. At least we got one parry off. Oh, also the lock on. If you click down or press down on your right stick, then you will lock on to characters. We'll get some more of that in just a little bit. So now we have our flasks. This is how we heal. And we also have mana. That blue bar there, of course, will replenish our mana points. Magic, and if our sword actually had a skill on it, it would also use mana points. Parry does not use any. So you can switch your weapons by pressing on the D-pad. Actually, it's directional for all of these. So, go. Also, you have the extra ones as well. Those are called pouches. You hold down on triangle, Y, or I honestly can't remember what it may be if you're playing on PC. Look it up if you're a PC player. PC players catch hate, even though I'm on PC right now. Okay. The Lost Grace, of course, these are basically your, if you were in Dark Souls, or anything relative, bonfires, lantern, grace, for instance, on this one. That's where you can rest. Now, everything you're seeing there, you are not going to have unless you're playing in a seamless co-op mode. That being said, I'm going to go ahead and add a charge to our flask real quick. So again, those are all items for within the seamless co-op. If you guys play on PC, you can play seamless co-op on here. If you guys do watch my video and you guys want to play sometime, you can. Shout out to Yui for the amazing seamless co-op. He's the gentleman that started this mod. Oh, okay, bad time. This is just a regular attack. If you can walk up behind your enemies, then you can backstab them, or of course, like you've been seeing, parry. Now, I'm going to show you how to, I don't know what that was, show you dodge and backsteps. So now, if you have an enemy that's not doing a very far-ranged attack, now, if he's doing an attack and you want to roll through, you could attack him here. Or say if he does something like that, you can do what's called a backstep, like so. Let's see. And you can actually follow up a backstep, and as well as rolls. Sorry guys, I am a little jittery right now. Okay, nothing to pick up here. Just got A to jump, of course. We're gonna run, run, run. We don't want to take any headshot damage from a crossbow. And if you push on your stick and hold down B or O, you can sprint or dash. Now, something very wise here. If you do have a kick skill, or you decide to use heavy attacks, like such, you can try to break these heavy shields. This specific skill I have, the kick, and if honestly, you just take your fist out like so, it will be a kick. You can parry them. I'd say, and then you can hit the post. Okay. See, we're locked on right now. We're pressing down the right stick. You can move that stick back and forth. I will say, for PC players, if you're playing on keyboard and mouse, which I don't advise, it is a little bit difficult, you can just scroll your mouse back and forth. Because I don't really get to see any magic. Maybe not this one. We are going to get a bunch of more spells. If you guys have any questions, please leave me some comments down below. I would love to have you guys engage me and answer any questions that I left unfulfilled in the video. We're nearing the end of the tutorial. One last thing, which with small shields, anything that doesn't do a physical percent, or let me rephrase that, sorry. Anything that doesn't do 100% physical damage negation. I don't necessarily recommend this because you are going to actively lose hit points. It's not a lot for something like this, but you start to fight a boss or something, that 1% is going to turn into 15. 15%. And for a character like me, that's awful. I mean, because I'm a glass cannon at this point. Okay, so we're just gonna avoid him. Now, stance breaking. This is what this is all about. Hold your shield up to him. Whenever he attacks your shield, you're going to hit him with heavy attack. It normally will make you stop it, and you can again hit them with heavy. This works for a lot of the smaller mobs. If they tank it, it still does quite a bit of posture damage, or poise damage, and you can, if you do it over and over again with great timing, you can normally get even bigger enemies this time. We'll try it on this guy here. See, I mean, he's just a regular enemy, even though he's a boss boss, right? Okay. And bye-bye. And that is the very basic tutorial of the game. Again, if I missed anything in the very beginning that you'd like me to brush back up on, or things that I missed, please let me know in the comments. Let's go grab our... I think it's time for a new controller. My B button on my Xbox controller sticks, and you guys just witnessed it. It's just an emote, or a gesture, like they call in this game. I'm playing too much Battle Royale. Don't at me. Okay. Probably come back to this later, but it does require stone sword keys. If you don't have any, it's fine. Okay, so now again, if you guys are playing in just a regular mode, nothing modified, these right here, if you are visiting or you're invading somebody or someone's invaded you, or you have someone that joined you as a friend, you can send them back with this, or send yourself back with this. This tarnished furled finger. If you want to leave a co-op summon sign for any players, you can put that down in an area, and if they see it and want to summon you, they can. I do like some of the outfits on this game. I was kind of hoping that with the DLC we may have got a couple extra classes, but they did add a variety of weapons to choose from, new fighting styles. I've only ever played with it, or played in it once on my console, so I mean it's something I still have yet to do. I'm actually at the boss fight where you need to enter the DLC, but we'll talk about that later. Anyway, let's talk to this gentleman.
Oh, yes. Tarnished, are we? Come to the lands between for the Elden Ring? Hmm? Of course you have. No shame in it. Unfortunately for you, however, you are maidenless.
Excuse my gulps if you can hear them.
Without the strength of runes, and without an invitation to the Round Table Hold, you are fated, it seems, to die in obscurity.
So now there are some theories behind this character. You guys know what I'm talking about. Let's have a conversation about it. If you don't, we can definitely learn about it in the future. I might, honestly, in a future episode, explain some of the quest lines. I don't know all of them very well. This is one that I have completed, and I do know to some degree, I would say, enough to explain it to you guys. Okay. Again, another item that you can use in just the base game, small golden effigy. Now, I'm going to actually contradict something that I stated earlier. With the tarnished furled finger, like I stated, you can leave summon signs for any player wherever you put this down. That being said, that is very literal. Wherever you put this down, a player will have to find it. the chances of that, unless like you're placing it right at a boss door, they're not going to see it. On the other hand, if you use the small golden effigy, this sends a co-op summon sign to all summon keys that you have activated. So at this time, if we were to try to summon somebody, we would have to use this summoning pool here. Now, we can, as long as we have this activated, we can summon people from here. And vice versa, people can summon us from here. Now, they're all over the map. If you don't uncover them for certain areas, you won't be able to summon players there. But they are pretty easily findable. Now, I really am debating here. I would really like to fight this character. We are quite under-leveled though, and I don't think it would go very well. The last time that I fought him though with a build as such, I actually was running a build similar to this, very similar to this, before I started to make this character, but I wanted to start fresh for this video. I did it flawlessly with all of this magic. I don't say using same magic, and that's why I was actually using close combat magic, and it was very so let's forget that. Okay, let's act like he's not coming in here, and as soon as we close this map information, we're going to rest because it's going to let us. Like I said, it wasn't scary. I'm not scared. You're scared. Puss. Anyway, let's see. Okay, so smithing stones, you can use those to level up your weapon. That being said, it goes in increments of 2 for most of the, I say that for all of these. 2, 4, 6 for smithing stone level 1, 2, 3, 4 again, so on and so forth. Your base weapons can be leveled up to plus 25. Your unique weapons can be leveled up to plus 10. Now, another recommendation, however you, ladies and gentlemen, barbarians, want to play the game, I would recommend try not to engage as a foe to these people.
You're tarnished.
They usually carry items for you. They're all salesmen. They're all nomadics. You can find them all over the map.
Purveyor of fine goods.
Okay. Purchase, sell. Let's see what Kale has.
I am of a nomadic people, selling wares as I travel. The land has been tainted by madness since the shattering of the Elden Ring. It's only tarnished like yourself, who keep things from drying up entirely. Let's say you're a very welcome customer.
Yes, we are. Okay, and we're also going to listen to his recommendation.
You know, if you can spare the rooms, you should buy yourself a crafting kit. A crafting kit allows you to make basic items on your own. Essential, really, if you intend to survive out here for any. The kit costs a bundle, but the important thing is that you survive.
Okay. Now, given that recommendation, we are going to buy his crafting kit. It is unique in a sense. I mean, you spend 300 on it here, you will indefinitely get your profit back for something like this. So we're going to move on. I am not going to buy anything else here at this time.
I'm glad you...
I'm sorry. I walked away before you. Okay. Let's go fight some stuff. Enough information. Let's go use our spells and see how we can do. The crafting kit. Starting off, you can start to get arrows, darts, stuff like that made of bone. And what do you know? We're finding bone from these animals. That's basically how your crafting kit is useful at first. If you're a bow user or use a crossbow, you can craft bolts, arrows, or if you have dexterity, you can craft darts. I kind of wanted to engage those bats, but you know, ADHD runs thick with this one. Sliver of meat. I'll be honest, some of this stuff I normally just sell, especially since that we are a mage at that. I really don't see any sense in that from what we just talked about. But again, if you're a hunter, or something like a knight, a warrior, anything like that, they can be very useful in some combat situations, such as these, where you don't want to quite engage all three of them. Lure them out with darts, shoot them with a bow from far away, whatever you may need to do. Also, let's take some time just to appreciate this. I feel like didn't give you guys the chance as soon as we walked into the world. Okay. You guys hear that ringing? That is a I don't even know what they're called. Scarabs. I mean, Crimson Scarab, but I mean, they replenish your flask if you were missing. Teardrop Scarabs. Of course, there's the description. I'm not going to try and embarrass myself and read that to you guys out loud, but there you are. If I didn't give you enough time. And this is where we get to have some fun. Now, we aren't very strong, but these guys are quite susceptible to our magic. We are going to terrorize them. You see his horn there that he has strapped to his belt? We're actually going to let him use it so we can learn out the rest of the skills. There. Close it. Go ahead and get rid of him. Okay, now we want to run back this way. This isn't a strategy that I would recommend, but if you think you can pull it off, have at it. Like I said, and some young ladies getting hurt. And we're out of mana now. I meant to reallocate some classes, like we spoke about in the very beginning of the video. But I don't know if I spoke about reallocating them, but Golden Seed was meant to like have an extra mana. Well, in this case, honestly, we might heavily use our magic here, so I might switch to like a 2-3. Okay, that hurts. That is not what I meant to do. Okay. Also, jumping attacks are very strong in this game. They can leave you quite vulnerable if they are not timed good, or you use it on heavy enemies like I just tried with the knife. But I actually think if you have a weapon that can cause enough poise damage, you can stagger that knife with jump attacks. I'll be honest, I was so in tune with my play right there, I don't remember if I did it or not. Not to say the in tune part was good, but all right, cutscene time.
Greetings, traveler from beyond the fog. I am Melina. I offer you an accord. Have you heard of the Finger Maidens? They serve the Two Fingers, offering guidance and aid to the Tarnished. But you,
Ooh,
I am afraid,
it's almost bedtime, ladies
are
and gentlemen.
maidenless. I can play the role of maiden, turning runes into strength to aid you in your search for the Elden Ring. You need only take me with you to the foot of the Erd Tree. Then it's settled. Summon me by grace to turn runes into strength. Ah, another matter. I bequeath to you this ring.
Who she bequeaths us?
Use it to traverse great distances. It will summon a spectral steed named Torrent. Torrent has chosen you. Treat him with respect.
Okay. And I am going to give you
Shall I
guys
turn
another
your runes
recommendation
to
here, just
strength?
a little bit.
Share them with me.
Okay.
Your thoughts,
And with this character,
your ambitions,
honestly, I think we're just going
the
to level up
principles you would follow.
mainly intelligence first. Oh man, we can only level up once. I say that. Let's go ahead and upgrade our mana. Let's make it to where we have more mana points available. Okay, that was lousy. Okay, it is night now. We are going to try to do something a little reckless. I keep forgetting to allocate flasks. I still only have one person, or really flask. We're gonna do that. And we'll just have to be careful. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. There's no way. I should have. Does that again? We are going to fail. And with the parry, that's one that does take a little bit of time. I'll be honest, I've played this game for over 1,000 hours, and I still don't believe it. Spear attacks, it can be quite easy. I say that I was watching almost plunge to my death in the spear attack. That being said, those ones are easier to read. Some of the sword attacks, they hold them for longer. You can kind of throw off the timing of which you would try to block it. Or parry, rather. I don't know if I opened it up right there. So you'll find these all around the lands between. And on either side, you'll have, I say on either side, on one side, you'll have a set of giants, or a set of trolls pulling it one way. And on the back side, you will have treasure, or weapons. I'm a little curious as to why we're glowing right now. We don't know what status effect we just incurred. we're gonna do a little bit more exploring, and I'll make you guys a deal. If we take our first death here in a little bit, that's probably gonna be the end of it. So it's getting late. I wanted to do this for relative to about an hour, and I think we're almost there. And then we'll probably continue later on throughout the week or whenever. Let's see. Okay, so the recommendation I was going to give you guys, I forgot all about it. So, from your menu, she made, or first, that lady that just gave us the ability to upgrade, as well as that steed, we want to move it to a more useful place so that we can use him quickly if we need to. So go ahead and open up your menu, or go ahead and just open up your options button. And we're going to click Y or triangle on any one of these packages you desire. I like to use just the one from the top, just because I think it's the quickest to use for me. I flick up and then go right back to my stick, that is. But here, so we're going to put that ring in that first pouch. Okay. And that being said, when we hold Y to open the pouches we spoke about earlier, press the D-pad, and you also have a double jump. Torrent takes fall damage just as you do, so be careful whenever trying to descend from mountains. This is Bog. Bog is not a tree.
What'd you go and do that for? Oh, yes. I remember. Some clod turned me into a tree. You were just breaking the spell, weren't you? Thank you.
Bog.
The name's Bog. I was pushed out of the cave. Told not to come back. Not ever. Then I ended up as a tree. Lucky you came along, really. Oh, what a shame. When they threw me out of the cave, they took everything I owned, and so this is all I have. I hope. Or if you can afford, I could sneak back in. Then I'd be of some real use.
So we are going to complete his quest line. It is rather sad if you choose to go the incorrect way with it. Ah, short sword, you failed me. Goodbye, right? I think it's because I'm using my class? I don't understand. We're gonna let that go. I don't know how we didn't just that was very lucky. And we're only damaging a horse. I really don't like using everything. I don't have this. I was hoping to have that was very, very reckless. guys are keeping me on my toes. Should be watchers. If you guys haven't subscribed already and you watch this, please do so. It would help me a lot to try and encourage me to make more of these videos. Right now it's just kind of a hobby that I'm just doing for fun. If you guys feel like you like it, please like and subscribe. Make more content for the future. I'll get back to using some. Okay. Alright, I'm not scared this hurt. Okay. So we're not doing tremendous damage to the rider, but we are doing very decent damage to the horse itself. Okay, alright, I'm so surprised we survived. I'm not hit like that though, I don't think. That's it. Now. Good that we're getting the as well. So we are going to use this one. This is Bloodborne. We will need to try and use a parry attack. There we go. Get that close. Now we're actually back. Don't you dare. Okay. That's alright. He's pretty low now. I think as long as we play smart, don't get greedy, should be able to. That's not working either. Okay, that was lucky. Lovely. Alright. Not necessarily anything that we truly desired from this boss. But the ruins are nice. I would say having one of these swords would be nice because it adds critical damage, or most damage, rather. Okay. So we could drop something. Let it be a dagger. Okay. So you guys remember those trolls that we spoke about earlier? I guess we didn't get far enough to spawn them over here. Normally, by the time we fight this, or finish this fight, these trolls would be right about where the beginning or the end of this little bridge is, or I guess stone wall, whatever the hell you guys want to call it. My brain ain't braining right now. So there is a checkpoint up here that we do want to use. Be the advantage for our future. Why Why are you killing these helpless little guys? Well, two good reasons. one, that right there, and two, we're gaining experience from killing them. Or if that's just me senseless thinking, you guys can just discard it. Curious to see, did we ever pick up this? Ah. Yeah, I'm gonna do cerulean tears. This is a bad idea. A lot of okay. Well. We can't just end it there. I can't lose 4,600 ruins. Not this early. I mean, that's chump change down the line, but I mean, that's like 5 good upgrades for us. We do have a little bit of advantage back though. One, we have our flash back, and now it's morning, so things won't necessarily be as aggressive, or we won't have as many bosses to fight. Now, one thing you guys might be wondering, if you do play this during daytime, i.e. day right now, we were playing at night. That's the only way that you'll be able to find that night. It's during the night. It's not active during the day. If you do go down there during the day, you will find this Caden Knight physical. We'll see that in just a second. Item crafting I was telling you about earlier. So, 2 beast bones and beast bones can make you bones, and so on and so forth. Now, I'm sitting here now. I think Bach is over there. I'm sitting here thinking that, you know, I didn't think that Arteria Leaf was sitting right there. I thought that Bach just dropped it. I don't think that actually is true. Nonetheless, we are doing this. It's super important to our build, or great magic war, but the more the merrier, right? If you guys do decide to go with a mage, I do want to point something out that I haven't demonstrated yet. If you just shoot one of these glintstones, they track. That isn't necessarily normal for any other spells, or it is normal for other spells, but your incantations won't be that way, and certain spells won't be that way. But that is a sort of approach. If you want a lot of fun, and you're trying to fight multiple points, maybe just instead of some crowd control, I say that. The glintstone are very good stuff. Fight those mob of knights, and that knight and his mob of soldiers. So there's that other scene. We're probably going to do 2 things after we retreat these ruins here. Of course, level up, and the second being upgrading our staff. I'm not too keen on using a sword with a sword, or a sword with a sorcerer or magic user. So that being said, we're going to keep leveling up this staff. We can definitely find more hidden stones along the way. So that's not just once. guys want to see a real good fight? Oh, smash! You missed me. If you don't get directly hit by his fists, it is more effective to jump those attacks. You can roll them too. Oh goodness. How about the eyeball, mister? I needed it. I don't know if you guys have ever seen any of the fan art. If you guys are new to this, you may not have, but I'm gonna kind of nerd a little bit. I don't know who it was, but someone had made some fan art to the trolls there, and it is some of the nightmare-producing art I have ever seen. It's honestly really good. Very, very scary. Give me a sword. I really like those swords. The slender, the noble slender sword. I think they're even rapiers as well. That would be useful. Dang it. I really want one of those swords. Short sword, of course, does damage, but that's about all it does. It doesn't do good damage. These guys go from this guy right here drop his straight sword. That would be awesome. I think it is a rather low drop rate as well. He's got one too. Grab it. I'm gonna super low drop rates. Okay, so we kind of skipped something. Say that we were gonna find all that. Hey look, another treasure chest. Now for you big bonkers out there, there you go. I think it requires 26 strength, but you can start to dual wield it with 15. Correction, 30 strength, but you can start to dual wield it with either 15 or 16 strength. I think it's half of what you need, or half of your required stat to dual wield. Myself, I don't think I can even do it right now. My strength is like 9. 8. I think dexterity though. Well, dex isn't bad to start out. I don't want to get poisoned before shot or just walking right. Fatal error. I keep forgetting about those. Okay. Right back to it. stake. That's awesome. So if you find those stakes of Marika, well, we might learn about it right here, unless it tried to teach us at the very beginning. Just kidding. So the stakes of Marika, if you have them around, I think that's actually another summoning pool. For those that are playing base game, want to have some help? There you go. So the stake of Marika right over there, other statue. If you end up dying, like yours truly just did, you can use that instead of returning to your site of grace. You can get to your ruins quicker. Or a fast death. I can just not read these. Okay, that was. I'm not reading these moves very well. See that. That didn't happen. Get staggered. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Don't say it. I know what you're thinking. That was an extra roll. No, it wasn't. Alright, it was an extra roll. So, you guys are probably wondering why I haven't gone to use these ruins yet to upgrade. And that's because where we want to upgrade is where this guy is. There's a sorceress right behind him named Selen, as well as whenever we defeat him, there will spawn a site of lost grace. I'm just going to go right off the bat with that. Go. Do it again, do it again, do it again, do it again, do it again. Oh, okay. There we go. Back. Different fighter now. It's like I quit trying to be a sorcerer and actually used my sword. Or sorceress. A handsome lady sorceress. Okay. First things first. Who's the realist? Anyway.
Tarnished, are we? No wonder you should turn up here. I am Selen, a sorcerer, quite plainly. Why are you here?
I don't know.
Ah, a yen for glintstone sorceries. Well, your aptitude
No, I don't
does
have
appear
any of ruins.
passable, but one must choose one's masters wisely. I was exiled from the Academy of Rhea Lucaria as a reviled, apostate witch. Do you still wish to learn from me?
You're an elite from Rhea Lucaria.
Very well. You are now my protege in glintstone sorcery. But I refuse to anticipate
You said
grievances,
prodigy weird.
young apprentice.
Okay, let's see here. I don't think that there's actually anything that we truly want in here. The Scholar's Armament could be nice, but again, I think for the build that we're trying to play with now, staying the distance is going to be best. Now you guys are probably wondering, like, you didn't buy anything. There's something that's not too far away that I would like to get, First, let's go ahead and throw all that into an intelligence real quick. And then from there, also, this is the first time I've even opened up the map. If you guys press your, other than your options button, I don't know what it's called, tabs button if you're an Xbox player. Sorry, PlayStation players. Push your tabs button, and I actually think it might be the action pad if you're on like PS4 or 5, maybe. Don't at me if that's wrong though. So we're gonna go ahead and open up our map. Which, oh my goodness, I didn't even collect the map for Limgrave. What's wrong with me? I'm doing
This
so
way,
bad.
Tarnished. May
Okay,
I have a word?
this is such a good time too. Okay, again, if you guys are traveling at night and we come back to where we found Kale, or we're traveling at night to the Church of Ella, let's talk to this witch.
A pleasure to meet thee, Tarnished. I am the witch Renna. I'd heard tell of a Tarnished hurtling about atop a spectral steed, and upon looking into the matter, the talk I surmise is of thee. Thou art possessed of the power, no? To call forth a spectral steed named Torrent. Ah, as I had hoped. I
You
was
guys haven't
entrusted
talked
this
to
for thee, by Torrent's
Melanie
former
yet.
master.
You will not be able to accept it.
'Tis a bell for calling summon them with spirits will now it is that.
So now, with that being said, we're also going to add to another pouch. We're going to do the D-pad, down the D-pad, down on the D-pad. Going to summon this here. Again, we go ahead and use this. Now, I will state, myself playing the modded version, it removes some of the boundaries on where I can use these. You have limited areas to where you can use these. So what you're seeing here may not be as accurate as what you have in your actual gameplay. If you're playing on console, you may not be able to
Forgive
have
mine
these.
intrusion, Tarnished. I doubt we shall again meet. But all the same, learn well the
She
lands
interrupted
between.
me.
How long
I'd
will
cut
it
her
be,
if she
I
wasn't
wonder,
important.
before the Tarnished
Oh, wait.
tire of obeisance to the two fingers?
I started spouting again. Forgot. We're also here to upgrade, remember? Upgrade that astrologer staff. Cool. Now we should be doing quite a bit more damage. That also being said, with the upgrades that we used on our both of those. On the upgrades that we spent on our intelligence, that should also vastly help with, I say vastly, it should help with our damage boost for magic. And we'll just go ahead and do more of mine so we have more focus points to use and mana points to use. Okay. I don't think I really want to fight with that. Alright, guys. I think that. One more thing. One more thing. I say alright, guys. One more thing. The map. The map. If you guys watch this video, maybe a timestamp whenever you guys found the. Wow, that didn't kill me. That's embarrassing. Anyway, whenever you guys first see this purple item here, timestamp it in the video. Let me know whenever the first you saw the video in this video. We have a bunch of pretty markings on this map. Wow. Looks nice and cute. How clean. Anyway. Go ahead and make a map real quick. Butterball. Perfect. What up? You guys like my shield? Let's see. We're not even strong enough to use it. I wonder if we take damage or if it just like completely depletes our stamina. I only want to be able to test this once. I don't want to go. What am I doing? That's kind of what I expected. That was pretty cool. Alright, we've acquired our map now. We may still travel back southeast, or more or less, yeah, southeast. Go and venture off that way a little bit before we discover more of the main quest. But this is it, guys. Thank you for watching. Again, if you like the video, please like it, subscribe if you want to continue to watch. Please leave me some comments if you guys think that, or you found it viable in the parts where I asked. Thank you for watching. You guys have a wonderful night.